an urgent notification flashes across your screen. Security alert. Warning, your account has been compromised. You start to freak out because it's from your bank. You know if you don't act now, you could potentially lose everything. So you start by checking the logo. Everything looks fine. Then you start scanning the text of the message, and that looks perfect as well. Everything in you is screaming, click this link and take care of this now. But wait, it's actually a trap. It's a carefully engineered illusion to trick you up and steal your digital life. This is a phishing attack, and they have been evolving at a significant rate. An estimated 3.4 billion attacks are being sent worldwide. And now they're not even just sending emails anymore. They're going ahead and they're sending text messages, they're calling you on the phone, they're even sliding in your DMs trying to trick you up. And with the way AI has been evolving, these messages have been getting very crafty. In a recent global study, they realized that over 50% of the participants they surveyed were not able to spot an AI-generated phishing attack. I'm Trent with Visual Torch, where cybersecurity meets clarity. In today's video, we'll be exposing the scammer's playbook, the tricks they use, the psychology they try to exploit, but more importantly, I'll be giving you simple and practical tips for how to secure yourself. So let's get into the video. So what exactly is phishing? When you think about it, an image of a hacker hammering away at some code may come to mind. But that's not what it is. It's actually an attack on the human psychology, and it tries to prey on some of our most basic human emotions. The biggest thing you'll see is it tries to create a sense of urgency. So you may see something like, act now, or this bad thing will happen, which triggers a state of fear. Or it can be, act now because you won this prize, and that triggers a state of excitement. The truth is, they're not hacking computers anymore. They're hacking you. And this is what we call social engineering, and is the engine behind some of the most successful phishing attacks. So in the comments, do me a favor and let me know which type of attack would probably trip you up more. Would it be a notification that you won something great? Or could it be that you could lose access to an account? So to beat a scammer, you have to think like a scammer. So it's time to expose their playbook one by one. So the first thing you'll see is a classic phishing email. That's the ones that you've seen, hey, act now or your account will be compromised, your delivery couldn't be made, things like that. Then they moved on and realized that most people aren't checking their emails, but they always have their phones on them. So they started sending smishing attacks, which is those SMS or text messages that's going out along the same lines. Hey, your delivery couldn't be made, or I'm your bank, call me now, click on this link. I know even some of my friends have been seeing stuff like we've had unpaid tolls come through, which made no sense. So since also you have your phone on you, they decided that we'll move on to what's called phishing, where they're calling you on the phone, pretending to actually be your bank, or in some cases, Microsoft. I know I've seen videos where people have been scammed out of money because they've been called saying, hey, we're Microsoft and your computer has a virus. We need to act now. And with the way AI has been used in these attacks, they're actually cloning voices. And in some cases, they're pretending to be people like your boss or even a family member that's in distress. And then the last thing they like to use is they like to do what's called spear phishing. That's when they specifically target an individual or a company. So they realize, hey, with these companies, the big whales are people like CFOs, CEOs, maybe chief information officers, and they will have more privileges than anyone else when it comes to a network. So if I can trip them up and get in, I have a higher level of access into financials, data, whatever it is. So how are these phishing attacks created? You may think that each one is carefully crafted by someone in their basement, hammer away some code again. But no, it's more scary than that. They're actually able to buy these kits for phishing on the dark web. It's a pre-made template, and all they have to do is follow it, do their steps, and they're off to the races for launching their first attack. So creating a phishing campaign for them has now become like creating a blog. It's that simple. And then with AI, they're getting a lot clever. They're disguising as IT help or chat bots trying to get you to give you their information. They're doing a thing called farming, where they've been able to compromise a DNS server and redirect the traffic of a legitimate site to their malicious ones. But don't be afraid. There are red flags that you can spot that will help you with preventing getting caught with a phishing attack. I know this could be overwhelming, but one of the things you can do to protect yourself is you want to use unique passwords for every account. I know I've been talking about it a lot, but you can go ahead and you can use what's called password managers. And that will let you store all your passwords for every account. And we want to make sure they're unique in case one account gets compromised, the whole rest of them are not at risk. So now we'll be going over 5 easy steps that you can take to prevent a phishing attack. The first thing you want to do is you want to verify the sender. A lot of these emails that they're sending out do not contain the actual email address of who is being sent. So instead of PayPal, it may be paypal.support.xyz.com. And that's how you can see and know that, hey, this isn't legitimate. Even check the phone number that they're sending text message from. Those can be malicious as well. Go ahead and check the links that they're telling you to. If you have something like Amazon, that's not an Amazon link they're sending you to. They're sending you to something a lot different. The next thing you want to do is you want to hover but not click on any of the links. That's where they get you. If you hover over the link on something like your computer, you can actually see in the bottom corner where it is directing you to. And that's how you know, no, this isn't right. Next thing you can do is you can verify the actual sender. So if it's a bank or it's a friend that's reaching out to you and they're pretending to be them and you get this message or this DM, go ahead and give them a call. Say, hey, did you mean to send me this? And sometimes they'll say, no, that's not me at all. Or your bank will go ahead and be like, no, just ignore it. That is a phishing attack. What you also want to do is you want to scan the message for any sense of urgency. They can threaten you. They can try and get you exciting with a prize or things like that. But your bank is going to tell you, you're going to lose everything right now. So that's one of the things they do, like we talked about. They like to prey on human emotions. So double check that. And the 5th thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and use multi-factor authentication. I covered it in my last video, so I'll be linking it up here. But if you turn multi-factor authentication on, it gives you another step in protecting your account. It gives you that digital deadlock. So in case one account gets compromised, they won't be able to actually get into it because they don't have the code. So I know you're listening to me talk about phishing and you're saying, Trent, what does it matter? I don't care. They have my information anyway. But to be honest, it's a lot deeper than that. And the consequences are way more severe. Think about it. If you got hit with a successful phishing attack and it got into your bank, they could drain you of all your money. And in this economy, we can't afford to lose out on funds. Also, you could probably hit with identity theft. And that takes a lot longer. It's a lot harder to get that fixed. And if you're a business, clicking on that one link can go ahead and enable ransomware across your whole company. I know personally that I've seen in one of my previous roles, a doctor's office. Yes, a doctor's office that deals with PII and healthcare information get hit 3 straight times because one person in their practice decided they wanted to keep clicking on links from something that told them that they won a prize. Now, I know it sounds scary, but now we have knowledge, and knowledge is power. And with this knowledge, we're going to be staying vigilant, we're going to be staying informed, we're going to be skeptical, but we're also going to be building habits that help keep us secure and spot these things early on. So just to recap, whenever you suspect that you're getting a phishing attack, first you want to verify the sender, you want to hover but never click on links. We're going to ignore any sense of urgency they put in that message. And if it comes from someone pretending to be someone we know or trust, like a bank or a friend, we're just going to call them up and see if they actually sent it. And last thing we're going to do is we're going to enable multi-factor authentication. And with this knowledge, we've taken away the biggest weapon in their arsenal, your unawareness. I'm Trent with Visual Torch, where cybersecurity meets clarity. Now, Do me a favor. If you've seen any very clever phishing attempts, go ahead and put them down in the comments. That way someone else can read it and it can save them. If you like this video, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, hit that notification button, but also share this with a friend who you may think will click a link too fast. Together we can stay safe and stay secure. Have a great day.